It's long overdue that I make a review on my 2017 1090R. I'm gonna look at my phone a bunch, I apologize in advance, but I get to yapping on other tangents and I wanna stay on topic and not make an 8-minute video like it was the first time because that's just too long to upload. So I wanna start with the fact that I'm gonna get out of the way so you can actually see the bike. I'm gonna start with the fact that I bought this with 10,000 kilometers on it. It looked brand new. It had street tires on it. The owner clearly never did anything with it off-road. I bought it sight unseen. The dealer sent me pictures of it. He's like, hey, I've got this. This was my first adventure bike. I said, I'm gonna risk it. I want it, I'm gonna come buy it. It was such a good price, I had to snatch it up. I really hope my phone doesn't get knocked over by the wind. So I went and I snatched it up and I changed the tires on it, put moto rowels on it for more aggressive off-road, put the Akrapovic slip on, just added one luggage bag, and I also have a Moscow Moto system for longer distance. But I've entered it in every off-road event I can here in Japan. Cross Mission does off-road rallies and events. And what I do is I pack up all my motocross, armor and stuff and boots, and I pack them on the bike. I ride up to the event. Sometimes it's 7-8 hours, rain, whatever. Get there, take everything off, and I race the event. So this bike for long distance trips has been fantastic. I don't prioritize touring or long distance trips on this. I like to do off-road. I like to do silly things on big bikes off-road and make videos of it. And it's just very entertaining to me because you don't see too many people hitting stuff that's hard off-road on big bikes because it's so heavy. But this bike does not feel its weight. This bike has been incredible. As long as I do my part, the bike will go up, over, through anything. It's only my skill limitations that have been the problem. And it always surprises me every time when I think, oh, I'm not gonna be able to get through that. Oh, there's no way I can get up that. And I get a little bit better each time, get a little more skill in the bike. Again, it's not the bike, it's all me. So the bike has been fantastic off-road. It does not feel like it's weight at all until you drop it. You just gotta work out more and be able to pick it up. So the more times you can pick up the bike, the more times you can do stupid stuff. Let me glance at my phone here. The only issues I've had with the bike, I got sand stuck in the horn one time. I've laid this bike down a lot. I have plenty of videos out there you can look at. Mostly in sand, I go down. I've got sand stuck in the horn wouldn't disconnect. It was stuck, it was pretty funny. Tripped a couple sensors, general failure sensors. I turned the bike off, picked it up, turned it on. Other than that, never had any problems with this bike. I've had 18,000 kilometers I put on it. And a lot of it has been off-road, doing stupid stuff in sand, climbing hills, falling on the hills, dragging the bike back down, shoving the bike back down. Just stupid stuff that most people wouldn't do on adventure bikes. It's very comfortable with a passenger. That's another reason I did choose this size. I wanted a passenger so I could have two people, luggage. An 890 or 10 700 is in my future if I decide I'm probably not gonna be riding with a passenger too much, but the occasional long distance trips I do take with two people, this has been fantastic. It's got plenty of power, 130 horsepower, 135 horsepower according to Google. That's plenty fast for me. I don't care about going fast on road. 1290, 1390 now has 170 horsepower. That's crazy to me. I don't drive aggressive on the road. I save all that for off-road. I don't want to get hurt on the street. So off-road mode limits this to 100 horsepower. I think the 1390 and 1290 are the same. Doesn't matter how much the peak is when switched to an off-road mode, it drops it down to 100. So that's plenty. That's plenty for me. Both the street is plenty as well. When I throttle out on the highway doing 80 miles an hour, the thing's still, it's got plenty to get you out of trouble if someone merges into my lane and I need to shoot out. Sounds amazing, the Akrapovic slip on. I drilled the DB killers out. Sounds great. You got plenty of videos that you can listen to it. It's almost the perfect bike for me. The 890, if it wasn't so, I'm not gonna say it's super unreliable, but everybody knows about the 890 and its fiasco, but I've ridden an 890 and what an amazing bike for off-road. 10 700 as well. 10 700 is just a little more top heavy, but they're both amazing. It's nitpicking at that point which one to choose. It's done all the stupid things I've asked and it's never complained. I hate to sell it when I leave the country. If I saw the price on another one in the States, they don't seem to be super common. I check every now and then. I would absolutely snatch it up and do the exact same mods I have, which is basically not much. It already had the skid plate, already had the rally foot pegs. I put the pipe on, I changed the bars, then I put the tires on, and of course the Moto Pro Works stickers. And that's about everything I wanted to hit on it. Hopefully the wind has not messed this video up too much. This bike is amazing. 8 out of 10, easily my favorite bike. Obviously my first bike, so I have some bias, my first adventure bike, so I have some bias toward it, but this thing just continues to amaze me every time I take it somewhere difficult. I'm like, oh shit, I can't believe I got through that on this. So, excellent bike.